What is good in your hood, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Raymond Leonard, and I'm back again for issue 2. So I'm Raymond Leonard. I've been drawing comics, creating comics for 40 years. I have 5 successful Indiegogo campaigns, Agent Solo, Violent Bird, and Gaitron. And today, we're going to be inking a page. Let me just say that I used to dread inking my own work, ladies and gentlemen. I used to be so terrified. I used to be scared. I used to pay inkers to ink my stuff just so it could be on a professional standard. What made me start inking my own work was I did a commission work for a publisher. I was just only paid to just to pencil the books. The cover. So once I sent the cover to him to get inked by an inker that he had, it just did not work out for me at all. It did not look like my work. It made me want to ink my own stuff. So what I did was I just started learning. I started looking at how-to videos, how to ink better, how to make your own work look like how you want it to look. And I stopped that fear. And I just, started inking my stuff. Now, I started off, slowly. I started inking with, like these King Art pens. There's Arteza line pens. These are great. These are great, though. These Arteza and Art Life pens. These are different. These are like in different linings. They like 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.1. 0.0. These are good if you want to get those finer line details when you've drawn small, get those little cracked buildings in and all that good stuff. These are good for that. And then I started, I really stepped up and started inking with indie ink like this Higgins, inking with learning to ink with a brush and the quills. I started to really develop my skill. And I built the confidence back and not being scared anymore. It was like, just took off. I just started inking my own work, man. And I never looked back. And I'm glad that I took that initiative and wanted to learn to be better. So today, what we're going to do today, guys, I got to ink this Agent Solo variant one-shot that I'm working on. This was the very first crowdfunding campaign that I did on Indiegogo before I went over and transitioned over to I'm sorry. This is the very first Kickstarter I did before going over to before I transitioned over to Indiegogo. So this first Agent Solo one shot was crowdfunded in 5 business days on Kickstarter. So what I'm doing, I'm releasing the book for those who have not gotten it. So I'm doing a special variant cover of him fighting Sledgehammer. And I just think people deserve to have something awesome and different. So that's what I'm giving them for this cover. So I want you guys to get a big old bowl of butter-ass popcorn and enjoy this episode today. And also, click that button, subscribe, and click that bell. You get a notification. Let's go. Okay, guys. Time to do some inking. Okay, so this is my variant cover to Agent Solo one shot. And as you see, we have Agent Solo right here. We have the villain Sledgehammer. And I started a little of the process inking. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to start off with a brush. This is a 0. And I will be inking with some Higgins ink for the outline. I'm a left-handed, everyone, so yes, I'm a lefty. So we're going to do some inking. Also, we got some Art Line pens. Going to be doing these inking with also. So it's going to be like a multi inking, like I'm gonna use a method with different inks, what you call mixed media. So to get certain different lines, line weights and stuff. So as I learned ink, I learned that you take your time for one. Like I said, when I used to be so scared to ink, and I still get a little nervous at times when I'm inking, but not as much anymore. I have a lot of confidence when I'm doing this stuff. And what I would do is make sure I do copies of my pencil lines before I use ink, just in case anything can happen. You know, it could be a rainy day, rain get on me, anything can happen. So I always keep things like this on standby as an inking. So when you're inking, you want to turn the page sometimes. Just turn it around. You want to just turn. Constantly turn that page around. Now this, I don't want this video to be long. I'm just giving you guys just little demonstrations of when you inking. Don't be scared, and always just learn. Never be scared to learn or mess up. It's part of the process. As you can see, I'm making my hand be the flow. It's just flowing. And see what I like about doing it with original ink like this, it gives you those nice, fine, crisp lines, and it gives you like a shiny, thick black layer. It just makes it really pop out when you're doing it like that. Well, with my type of style. You're going to turn that page around. So I'm just doing outlining, right? I'm just doing the outline. See, I just did the outline. See, it's all about, you want to have control of the brush. Don't let the brush control you. You control the brush. You're in control. So I'm doing the out. See, I'm just doing the outliners right now, everyone. Just doing the outline work. I can easily do this with a ink lining pen, but I just want to give that certain thick line, brush line stroke, brush stroke lines instead. Then I'll go in with the with the ink liners and detail it all up. Actually, I can do all this with a brush with different brush pens, but I like doing it with multi-liners. This is interesting, make it very interesting when I do it with my lining pens. I can show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys that also. Right now, I'm just doing a little lining work, outline work. And the ink dries up fast when you're doing this. So usually I would have like I'm just showing you a little demonstration. I have some like this little piece of paper or something to keep like that to cover that up, so another one get messed up. And I just keep going on this side, which I'm doing anyway freely. But usually I have some paper like so it won't get messed up ink, so nothing can happen on this side. Everything will just be going on this. But I'm doing everything freely, so that's how that's my methods how I do my inking. And so what I would do is, I would have like a cup of water. Well, this right here is all just pens and stuff. But I usually have a cup of water to keep my brushes clean. So what I would do is just leave that to the side. I got plenty of these brushes, so I'm not really worried. So what I would do is, I would take one of my Arteza pen liners and just start inking the head. You want to have, another thing, guys, you want to have fun when you're doing this stuff. Just enjoy it. Try not to beat yourself up and like, oh man, it's got to be perfect. You're still learning as you go. You know, I don't want you to think that you know, I just all this just happened overnight. This all took a lot of sacrifices and a lot of teaching. Like self-taught, and also went, you know, I was taught, but I was self-taught, you know, as in drawing. But the teaching came to become a better artist as I got taught that on how to be a better comic book artist and how to do things the right way. So you want to get the lines right here. See, like for the line work, I would take. Let's go with a what number is this? What number is this right here? We're gonna go with a art line 0.1. What I would do, use that for the lines like this, because you want very different variations of lines to use when you're doing features like this for the face, and just, you know, things that he had was for like this Metal Gear helmet. You want every line to be nice and crisp like that. Then I come in and draw the little bolts on his helmet here, because he's a badass. Okay. Well, what I also would do is, now for like thicker details with the blacks, what I would do is, I would use the brush for that. We'll go in there and take the brush, dip it. Fill it up like that. And that texture right there. Noticing that how everything is coming along. See what I mean? It's like you're doing layers or different layers of inking. You're going from thick to small to skinny to detailed because you want the picture to pop out. And what I would do is I go take this another 0.1 and I start detailing the mask a little. So this is like armor and half kind of like metal. You want to give it a little, break up little lines here, because you can detail it. Go ahead and do it with this right here. You always want to put like a little shadow underneath the neck to give it. One thing I like about these artisans, man, there's so many different ways you could do with these pens, man. Like this is the metal texture, so I'm gonna use the metal texture. Sometimes I go when I fix some little clinky things, I overline it. Also, guys, you want to make sure you always have an eraser. Wait till stuff dry out. You don't want to just erase, but I don't know where my gum eraser is at right now, but I have a gum eraser somewhere. I don't know where's it right right now. Excuse me. But you usually get an eraser to clean off the residue before you give. I mean, sometimes you can give it to the colors, or if you color it, but you want to make sure like certain residue is off. And if you got like little specks like that, usually I have a white gel pen I use to get that off, so that's not a problem. Or I have like a correctional whiteout pen, and I would just over that, and then I'll be sending it to the colors, and make sure he'll clean all up any residue I didn't get, or I didn't clean it real good. He'll clean it up for me. But usually I always like to clean my work before sending it, so you won't have to work so hard. But it all takes time and process when you're doing this. I still draw traditionally. I don't do digital. Everything I do is really on like comic book artboard paper, stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just something about I just didn't catch on to the whole digital thing. I want to learn it, but I just love pen and paper, man. It's nothing beats pen and paper. I just love the old-fashioned process of getting things done. Like, this video is not gonna, I'm trying not to make this video a long video. Just giving demonstrations on what how my day go as a professional comic book artist. How my days are going when I'm doing this stuff it's a lot of time and work, but it's fun. I enjoy it, but it's not work to me. It's hard work, but when you love something, it's not hard work. It's like work that you enjoy, if you know what I mean. So you want to go in there. Use I take a ruler. I keep all type of rulers. I have broken rulers. And what I would do is make sure everything is just nice and smooth. I would do this for all my detailed line work. So my thing is never throw anything away. If if a pen ain't working, keep that non-working pen and use it for dipping ink in it. And man, I do all type of stuff, man. I will be showing you guys. I throw nothing away. I keep everything. I got so many broken rulers like this. It's ridiculous, but I use them for everything. And they come in good handy. As you can see, I'm using this broken ruler right now. I'm using it for my advantage. See? I'm using it for my advantage, straight up. And what I would do is take some more Higgins ink with my brush. Dip it a little. Give that, because this is armor. So when you're doing armor, you want to make sure you want to give it that armor texture. That's possible. So people can recognize, okay, that's armor. He got on some armor. This guy doesn't have a regular. This is not his body. He got a lot of armor on. So you want to give it that real armor texture look. See how awesome that is? It's all about having fun and have a great vision. When you have a great vision, when you're creating your own characters, you know how your characters will look. You will know how your characters will act. You will know how your characters would be designed when you're working on them. This is what this is what I do. I love creating my own characters, and I love to see them come to life in the way of how I want it to be. You see what I'm saying? So I just love having fun with this stuff, guys. And I'm glad that you guys, once again, tuned in to watch me do some inking on my cover here, Agent Solo versus Sledgehammer, the guy with the hammer there. And it's going to be an awesome book, man. I can't wait to get it out. It's going to be on Indiegogo. It's going to be so dope. I'm going to drop the link when it's time to launch it. And hopefully you guys will get it. Check it out if you never brought any of my books. It's so awesome. And again, thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of drawing, inking my stuff here on Diverse Comics, Art, and Pop. You guys take care, and also click that link, subscribe, and click that bell to get notifications. Raymond, I'm out. You guys have a blessed day. Keep drawing. Keep nerding out. Buy toys. Buy whatever you love. And have a blessed day, guys. Take care.